Throughout time, people have always adapted new ideas and products differently, some faster than others. In 1962, E.M. Rogers, a professor of communication psychology, developed a theory of the fusion of innovation, which explains how, over time, new ideas and products boost and diffuse through the social system. New ideas and products aren't adopted at the same time. However, it's a process in which some people find it easier and faster to follow than others. Rogers discovered that people within any society fall into one of 5 different adopter groups, depending on how early they adopt the innovation. It's important to remember that each group has different characteristics, which means that each group would require a different approach when targeting it to help hinder adoption of innovation. Let's look at each group in more detail. The innovators are the smallest and the most important group, as they are the first people to adopt innovations. They are risk takers and are also often the first ones to develop new ideas. The innovators are also responsible for introducing new ideas to the larger population, as they share their experiences with their friends and community. The early adopters are a small yet important group and are often leaders representing strong opinions. Since they are already aware of the need to change, it's easy for them to adopt new ideas and products, not needing further information to convince them to change. The early majority take time to make decisions, but they do adopt new ideas before an average person would. They observe and analyze others' experiences and only adopt innovations when they have evidence of its effectiveness and benefit. The late majority tends to be skeptical of change, but they are very responsive to peer pressure and adopt new ideas only when they have been tested by the majority of population. Finally, the last group we are going to look at is known as the laggards. They are highly resistant to change and are the hardest group to bring on board. They often have low exposure to media, therefore are hard to reach with marketing campaigns. Strategies which would appeal to this population are statistics, pressure from other adopter groups, and fear appeals. Now let's compare the diffusion theory graph with the product lifecycle graph with the example of an iPhone. The product lifecycle is a marketing concept describing the stages each product goes through. It consists of 5 stages. The first stage is the product development stage. It includes carrying out research and testing. The second stage is the introductory stage. This is where the new iPhone is initially promoted. The third stage is the growth stage. It's where the market share of the iPhone starts to grow and a large amount of money is spent on advertising to promote it. During the maturity stage, the iPhone sales grow at a very fast rate and the market shares begin to stabilize. In the declining stage, the sales of the iPhone begin to fall. This is usually caused by creation of a new and more innovative version of the iPhone. In the first stage, the innovators are the people who want to get the iPhone at its initial launch. They mark the product development stage. They are already loyal Apple customers and are informed about the launch through emails, blogs, and buzz marketing. In the second stage, the early adopters are targeted after launch through printed media, TV ads, and social media. They represent the introductory stage of the product lifecycle. In the third stage, the early majority are cautious and depend on the experiences of others. They are located in the growth stage as well as the iPhone. In the fourth stage, the late majority are also skeptical and cautious. They correlate to the maturity stage. In the final fifth stage, the laggards would be the last group to adopt new technology, associating them with the declining stage of the product lifecycle. I hope you found that educational, and thank you for watching.